All right, so I wanted to do this video. Someone yesterday asked me a good question that I had never really even thought about, was with the SP, could you use the USB-C as an input as well as the line in? And that might seem like a simple question, but I thought they didn't. I thought when one is in, you couldn't use the other, but that's not the case. And I was thankful that he asked that question because it taught me actually something. So as you can see here, this is Mark. I just recorded in this right here. Well, let me put this to a pad. All right. So you hear it? So I'm recording there. So here we go right here. I'll start it there. By the way, if you don't know, zero crossing is a big thing. So man, you know, this is incredible because a lot of times for me, I find that, you know, I don't use this much. I'm usually recording one thing at a time. But the sheer fact of how fast it is to be able to get sounds in. Being able to record with that skip back, I got to start using that more too. Because I didn't even think about how good it is. And now, it used to be I didn't like to skip back because when you record in, the SP would be so low on volume wise that you couldn't get much out of it. But now that's kind of done away with the simple resample. Well, you got to have multiple copies of it. Copy another one. Being able to go resample here and then pick 3 of them and maybe adjust like one of them where it's not so loud accordingly. Maybe do this one at 75. I don't know. I'm just making this up, but on this part right here. But just to get your volumes a little louder. Probably could have went a little less on that. Or maybe just did 2 of them. But being able to do that, then delete these 3 out, shift mark here, throw that pad over there. Right, then just pick that up, whatever. I'm just making something up, by the way. I don't have any. Pick that up and then. Make sure you do your zero cross snap. Zero cross snap. It's so easy. I mean, it's gotten ridiculous how easy it is. And I think it could get better if they tighten up some other parts of it too. But man, this is great. iPad right here, by the way. Now being able to record in this way, I'll probably use the iPad as I was doing it a different way before. I was just running everything through the computer and back out to here. But this is kind of nice when I just want to hook the iPad up and I don't want to have to deal with the computer. I can kind of just jump around and do whatever I want. And also, this is another thing. Like, let's say I want to make a pattern, a drum pattern, but I don't want to drum on these pads, or I don't want to have the samples here. I just kind of want to build something from Koala. You guys can't see Koala because it's sitting way over there. I'm going to pull this over here and put it. Can you, let's see, where would you be able to see it at? I think you can see it right here. It's still a glare because I'm using that. If I turn on this other light thing I got here, let me see if I can get it to turn on. It's not powering it for some reason. Let's use this one. I'm gonna turn this little light fixture thing, light thing I'm trying out, and I can turn off this. Ooh, that light is bright. Let me adjust that a little bit. Trying to find more of a natural. That's a little more natural. Still bright though. Dim it down just a little bit. But there you go. So this little fixture here so you can see the iPad. But just being able to reach here. Now I'm not running in controller mode because I like to me, Koala is better. Like I like Koala for sampling because it's easy to just grab a sample, throw it in. Whatever you have in here, and then just adjust, right? The chopping and all that is so much quicker. Then trying to do it here, it's a little more work, right? It's effort. But you see how I could just go right to skip back if I wanted to. Or let's say I want to put some drums in, record, hit, then press that. Oh, I got the timer on. Hold on. Let me turn that off. I don't like it when it does that. Wait. I like it for it to just wait. So I'll select the pad. Then I hit that. Done. Record. Oh, not delete. Record. Hit a pad. Done. Record. Done. Take the gate off. Adjust the sample, chop it if you want, truncate it if you want to. Probably go even further in. Maybe chop the samples down a little bit. This one, maybe not so much. Boom. If you want to make the volume louder, just make yourself, like I said before, just do a quick copy of it. Just hit copy there. Oh, not record. Copy to there. Copy to there, copy to there, right? And then all you got to do is just make yourself a stack, right? Just like stacking the sample to make it louder. That's all you're doing. So then you just there. I'm going to do 100% on these just because they're already soft. Done. Shift. Pick those two. Done. Now you can go in and delete those. Exchange, bring this down here. Exchange, bring it down here. Exchange. Take the gates off again because they're going to put a gate on. This one here, I'm going to go shift. No. Oh. I kind of wish there was like, one thing I like about Koala is this tone. It's kind of nice. It's like almost like a filter, feels like, in a way. Because that's a little bright for my taste. I would want it to be. But I don't know how. That's why I say on here, you could just do that real quick and then just sample it. Right? Whatever you want to do. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, let's just do it with a sample real quick. So we'll import a file. I'll go into here from this co-producer packs that I made. See if we can find a sample. Let's take this, whatever this is. We'll take it, bring it into Koala, right? All right, so it's in Koala. So what you could do, let's put it on a different page. It'll be a little bit easier. Let's get rid of that. All right. The good part about Koala is you just hit tools, auto chop, boom, it's already setting in the transients. But let's do the lazy chop. I don't use it often, but why not? So we'll go ahead and hit play. Once we start playing, it'll chop. You could do that on here too, but I'm off. I should have did one there too, whatever. It's missing. All right, I suck at lazy chop, okay? I don't do this type of sampling all the time. The simple way to do it, honestly, if you don't want to do it that way, is if you can see where the transient hits or where you want it to hit, honestly, just draw it in. I wish I could say I use this a lot, but I don't. There should be one at the beginning. I don't think I have one. All right, there you go. Set them to a choke group and then put them in and then go ahead and just chop them. I'll keep the original. So then if you hit edit, you can either one-shot them. I'm not going to one-shot them, just showing you. Hit edit, pick your samples here. Right, and then adjust what you're going to adjust. I'm not going to do that. I think Koala has the zero snap already set in place for you to use. So I don't think you have to do much. Yeah, I think it's in place. One of the things I like to do is if you feel like it's is put a little attack on them. And here you can do it all together, and here you can do the same thing. You just hold edit and do the same thing. So however you want to pick off your chops or whatever you're going to do, they're there. So what you could do while you're doing that, it's actually recording. So you could, in theory, just be recording it this way. But for the sake of this, I'm going to actually try to play it to a tempo of some sort. We'll stick with the 68. And what you could do to make it happen is come here, set the bars for however many you want to use it for. Let's just do 4 for right now. Okay, and then we'll keep it 68. We'll be on this one here. And we'll hit record. Hit record. And then play to the click. Okay, stop it. You go in and check your notes, make sure everything looks good as you want it to be. I don't know what I did there. Okay, just adjust. I'm gonna adjust this one. So that looks good to me because you're using MIDI to adjust the notes, right? So it's easy. Now just resample what you chopped, what you already did. You could either play the chops and resample it this way, or you can set this now for 4 bars. Watch. Okay. It's already ready. Pick a pad you want to put it on, and then it's recording. You don't even have to stop it anymore because now you got set bars, right? Hit loop, press this button. If the volume's not loud enough for you, then you know what to do, right? First of all, exit out of there, stop the loop. Go ahead and make a copy of the loop, okay? And then what you can do is just hit shift resample. Pick these 2. Maybe you want to, just to be safe, you want to turn this one down to maybe like 50% so you don't get too loud with it. Hit next, pick a pad there, and then you can just check it. While it's circling, it's doing it, it's ready to go. Definitely louder than this one. If you need it even louder, then go back in and just add to the one you've already added to. So go shift, press this one 100%, pick this one, and then drop this down to maybe like 25% because you just want to add a little bit more to it. Pick a pad, enter. It's going to mix it. At 25%, I'm going to go ahead and delete these first two and then check this one. I think that's pretty good. I don't have to get it too much louder. Probably could have put 50% on that to make it work. And you can still do it. You could just go resample these, drop this one maybe to 50% of this one. I mean, you have the ability to sit here and tweak it all day long and then just keep this one at 100%. That's fine. And then enter, put the pad here because this is where the final destination where I want it to be. Hit that, it'll mix it. Just keep your other ones until you hear it. That's plenty loud. All right. Now I'm gonna get rid of those. Done. That's how fast you could do. That's why the Koala with SP is, to me, a great killer combo. And then if you accompany with instruments, like if you got some instruments on iPad or on there, you can throw all that in and use it together, and you got the whole package together. So then you want to sample it. Maybe you want to do your drums, or you want to do the parts here. So let's go. We're on pattern G. I usually do my bank and my patterns in the same letter, right? It's just easier for me personally to remember. But if you got a lot of chops, I would say use Koala to do the chops, unless you just have an SP. But if you got both, use Koala to do the chops and then get on the SP and play it back into the SP, right? That way you save space on your SP and you don't have to use all those chops there. If you want to put the chops in there, you could just transfer them by recording them again, or just record them out playing, or you could just export them and then put them on an SD card. That's always the possibility. All right, so pattern real quick, hit record, pick a pattern. BPM's already set. We're gonna set this for 4 bars because I think that's what we did. And we're gonna use the TRX for this just because we're just gonna be placing this one, so it's a lot quicker. So we'll just place this, we'll go shift here, pick that one and just place it and then exit out. It's already done. Copy the pattern over and then start on the next one. Now the next one's gonna have the drums. So this one, you could use TRX for some, or you could play it all the way through. It's up to you. Hit record, pick the same pattern. Okay. And then TRX mode, that's correct. We're gonna go ahead and say record. And then we're gonna pick maybe the snare first. Now I like to do my snares with shuffle, about 25% shuffle. And then I like to do like a little bit on the start. Maybe like, we'll just do the shuffle. So I'll put in this for the 4 bars. You could adjust the volumes if you want. Or you could do that later. You don't have to do it right now. So they introduced this new thing while you're in trig mode, where if you, not this one, tap quantize off. I think is it shift here? No. Shift, record. I don't know why my brain's like forgetting stuff, but anyway, you could pick. How's it doing it? I'm having a moment. So you can edit the pattern though and use the micro. That's what I'm trying to find, the microscope. Anyway, record. This is part of it, learning, right? You forget stuff because you don't use it all the time. So let's say you put in that. Let's keep this. We'll show you the micro record later. All right, back to record. Same pattern. I'm gonna use the TRX to put the hats in, but I'm gonna try to put a little more shuffle on it. I'm gonna try 35 this time. Okay, so hit record. We'll pick these. So it's got a little swing to it, but it's that pattern thing that we need to figure out why it's not working. Quantize, tap quantize. I don't remember tap quantize. Oh, okay. So for the tap record that they have, they let you quantize your tap. That's interesting. Usually I set that to off because I'm just playing it in and I don't want it to be quantized, because you could do that later if you decide you want to quantize something. That's your metronome. But I wanted to show you adjusting the volume, which I thought was shift pattern. Shift record, nope. Pattern, nope. So weird. Pattern edit. No. Okay. I'll have to look at my old videos. Sad to say. That's the challenge with the SP. Sometimes if you don't use a feature enough, then you'll forget how in the world you did it. All right, so we got some hats in. It's fine. I can go back and fix them later. Let's do some kicks. So there's the option is, obviously you could just TRX record it in if you want. I like to do that on the ones. I go ahead and put those in, and then I'll play the others. And I do kind of like the TRX thing now, so I can go. So with it off, it's gonna place it where it thinks it's hitting. If you turn it on, it'll put it right on, right, if you want it. But you could always go back and quantize those if you want to. So now if you wanted to fix something, this may be your moment, right, that you go in and fix. I still can't believe I can't find this one mode. So weird. So that's pretty much it. I don't want to hold you. iPad, Koala, you could even use your phone now. Here's the thing. As long as you got a power source to this, whether you're using batteries or something, you could plug your phone in with this, right? If you have the USB-C, or if you get the other one that has the Lightning or whatever you have for phone-wise, use Koala on the phone to maybe strum up, to get all your chops up. Then sample in the chops. You could either do them one by one like I did the kicks. So just like I went into here and put these in one by one by just using this. Make sure your external source is on. Make sure your routing is set to external source in, and then it will pull from here. If you have it on mix, it's only pulling from what's already in there. So you have to have external source in set on. And this is in a lot of videos I've shown. This is in other people's videos. You'll see it all the time. Depending on where you're sampling from, you got to change the source. That's just part of it. So, yeah, cool things that you can use piano or whatever from another source using the USB-C. And I can't play two things at once like this. I can play a guitar, I can do the piano, but I can't be drumming and doing that. But anywho, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. So this is kind of just like some workflow ideas, and it's all stemmed from the live that we did yesterday, or that I did yesterday, to set up the lighting in here to make it a little bit better, a little more appealing. And just to find out that you could do both was kind of eye-opening for me, because it changes the fact that I don't need to have an extra setup or run this through there. Now, one thing is for a fact, this iPad's running on its own source. It's not powering this with this way. You can power it with your iPad, but it will burn your iPad battery down. So I highly suggest either get some batteries or find another power source. You guys can see these. These are pretty good. This is made by Us King. I don't know if they're still available. I bought these a while ago. But these little guys will power the iPad. I mean, the iPad. Yeah, of course they'll power that. They'll power your cell phone and everything. But they'll power the SP is what I was getting at. So take a look at that. See if it's something you're interested in. If you're going to get an SP, and just know Koala with the SP is a killer combo for a reason. So anyway, I'm out.